Okay, this is my new part. This is not original, but this is PHEV. PHEV is very good brand. And I think it's German one. It could be OEM for some kind of cars as well, so it is trusted and well-known brand. Now this is my bolts, and we have to install it this way, like we removed it, right? I'm just reminding it to myself just because I've been waiting this for a week or so. So for you just straight away, for me 1 week is gone, right? So I'm installing this. No need to tell you what I need to do. I just need to put these 4 bolts, and the torque side is 10 Newton meters for this one, right? For these 4 bolts, 10 Newton meters. Yeah, here is my setup. This is the torque I'm using, 10 Newton meters. Okay, our thermostat is in place, all with proper torque. I found the reason why there is still a little bit coolant in this tank, and in the system as well, despite I drained everything. And I don't want to keep it just because it's an old one, and because I'm going to use the BMW instead. They should be compatible. I will double check, but at the moment, according to my research, they are compatible. This is 87, and this is the spec for this, right? This coolant is left from my previous repair of my BMW. So I'm going to, this is concentrate, by the way, a 50-50 to mix, and this 10-12 liters will be enough to me to refill the whole entire system. So what happens? This vehicle, there are different kind of constructions and different kind of models, but this particular one using the overflow valve, which is sitting. Let me try to, I don't know if it will be visible or not. I will try my best as usual. This is this guy. See, this is overflow valve. There are 2 pipes coming in and 1 pipe coming out of that. So what we need to do, we need to see in this pipe, this guy going down, 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 then this, and this down, going inside this overflow valve, right? I need to somehow, it's very badly accessible from the bottom and top as well, by both ways. But I need to somehow undo these 2 pipes and drain down the rest of the coolant, right? At least I will try to do my best to remove as much as I can, because something is left in the inverter as well, I believe. So we need to completely wipe the system. Overflow valve or additional pump. In my case, it doesn't look like a motor. In my case, I think it's a valve. See, there is a wire here, and 1 in, and 2 should be out of there. But I can't see it, unfortunately, so I can't tell you exactly what is this one. But potentially, when I did drive it last time, I've seen the river coming out of that place, right? And basically there was a trace on the road from this side of car, from the passenger side, and I think maybe that leaking down somewhere with that Volvo. Probably I will need to investigate it with camera before I actually assemble everything, because later on it will not be accessible as usual, guys. That's why I did remove that one as well. Maybe I did it wrong. As I told you, it should be open on 105, and I did try to boil it in the boiling water and it didn't open. I decided to replace it. So yeah, and do what you want with your car. I'm just sharing with you my mistakes and my goals. At the moment, just mistakes. No goals yet, but we'll see if it runs after my mistakes. Yeah, pretty much. By the way, if you think this video is handy, repost it to your social networks, share it with your mates, and who interesting about cars, or who has Volvo, or who want to do it himself, or just to have a pleasure with the cars. That will just support the channel and brings more subscribers, and we will build the proper community of people who helping each other. I'm not requesting any one of you any donations or any other stuff. Just do what you can. Repost, comment, like, subscribe. That's the things which you can do. It will cost you nothing, and you will encourage me to do more videos like this. Okay, my cylinder head's already been refurbished. I did show you last time how do I do that. Right, so we're going to install it today. Before we're doing this, we need to remove the old black silicone, which is not right. Somebody who made this job before made it wrong, because this black silicone should never used. Right, because look, this is what happens if you use that black silicone. See, it's not dissolving in the oil, and potentially it can come somewhere here in the oil channel and just clog it, right? And you will be very surprised, oh, why my car is not working properly, just simply because somebody done the job not correct way. We need to use only proper tool for that. Proper hermetic that's specially made for Volvo. This hermetic, even if you leave something here inside, that will dissolve inside the oil and will not block your oil channels or anything else, or coolant channels, which is pretty much important, right? This is pink, which I used to use before. I'm going to use it now as well. And yeah, let's clean this from the old stuff. Both surfaces needs to be cleaned, all of this needs to be removed, right? And I'll come back to you once I will finish cleaning before assembling. Also, what we want to do, we want to install this exhaust valve first. This is VTI exhaust. We need to install it first because there is no access on the car when we're doing this. So we're going to install it here in the workshop before actually installing that to the car. And this one I'm going to tighten and install in the car itself, because I think that will be much more convenient, as well as sealant. Okay, you can skip this operation if your engine is out of the car, so you don't have to do that, because for you it will be easier just to assemble it as it is. But I can't do that. Remember, There is no room here for this exhaust VTI shaft, so I have to install it on this shaft up front before assembly and tighten it properly. In order to do that, I decided to install these two shafts temporarily within this tool. Right, the tool is installing this way. As you can see, you have to position two shafts like this. So this and this is on top. These two kind of sockets is on top. And then just apply this special tool like this. And our both shafts locked right now. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to use my cover. As you can see, I've already cleaned everything as much as I could. That's not an issue at all. Right, and cover it up. I don't want to bolt it because I don't have a special tool. There is special tool present on the market, but I don't have it. The tool which is compressing the cover to the head. Because I don't have it, I'm going to use probably one of these. As you can see, I've already positioned it like that, so I probably will tighten it somehow without bolts, and the shafts will be locked, and I will be able to install back this VTI with a proper position, because I got this cover as well. I'll show you everything, by the way. So yeah, that's the first step. Position the shafts properly like this. Next, cover it. Okay, something like this. This is my setup. No matter if there is a socket here, we don't care about it. The most we care is our shaft is locked and not anywhere moving. Right now, I want to apply new sealant. Okay, position this VTI shaft up, this mark up. If you need, you can use this as your guide. Right, just align it this way and put the new bolt in. So I got new bolts, don't use the old ones. Put new bolt in and tightening it with the torque 90 Newton meters. Okay, my exhaust shaft is standing in the right position. All I need to do is just to put plastic cap on it, and I'm going to install it just with the whole assembly, this shaft. And this shaft I'm going to install properly, and this VTI unit I'm going to install right on the car because I got plenty of room here. I hope it makes sense. What I need to do is just to do additional cleaning now. I did a little bit wash the cup and here, and we can pretty much install the cylinder head back on the place. Okay, what's very important, because I don't have a special tool to tighten this up. See these two aligners, they have to be very good cleaned with the sandpaper. Don't be shy, use the 240 or something and clean it very much, otherwise you might damage your thread when you start tightening it without a special tool. I'm going to do it without a special tool simply because I don't have it and I don't have time to buy it, so I just do it on my own risk. You guys do what you want. Now it's time to install back the that regulation valves, right? It's not valve, it's kind of a washer. What I'm going to do, I'm going to clean them, lubricate them very well, either inside and outside, and place them in the same order where they were. initially. But before we installing all shafts and everything, we're going to install this head back to the engine, right? Here is my brand new kit, right? This is what it looks like. I don't think I need to use any sealants in addition to these ones. This is pretty much should be okay. I really hope. So this is top, as you can see. That's not a little bit good. That looks like it's a damage. Maybe I will apply a little bit of that pink Volvo sealant in these areas around the pistons. Yeah, pretty much I will do it, but very not without crazy top layer. Right, as you can see, it's multiple layers. That's sealant, 4 layers, metal. Let's go back to the engine. Okay, position it this way. But remember, below we had like this pink was damaged a little bit. I don't know how bad impact it will be, but I really don't want to do the same job twice, so I will apply a little bit of sealant around each of circle. The other channels looks okay for me, just around the cylinders. Make sure you're using gloves for this, because I'm going to do it by finger. Why? Because this stuff can cause the cancer, so protect yourself with the gloves. Don't breathe deep too much. Alright, this is at least what it says on this bag. Okay, the sealant is in place. Now I'm bringing the cylinder head back. Okay, first pass is done, 20 Newton meters. Second pass will be 50 Newton meters, 50. I've done first pass with 20 Newton meters, second pass 50 Newton meters, and the last pass left is 120 degrees. We need this key again. This is how I'm doing it. I put the key in, that one is locked, then set up it to 0. Make sure it's 0 equally, because when you're watching from different angles it looks differently. And that's it. Tighten 120 degrees in the same order, which will be on your screen. Okay, my cylinder head is on the place. I was using the bolts Victor rings. I believe it's OEM bolts for Volvo. Maybe not. Correct me if I'm wrong in comments. Right, what's next? Next is going to be installing our basically these guys, right? Just clean them, lubricate with oil, and put it back, and then it's time to shafts. Okay, now this is what it is already becoming to look what it was. Make sure you lubricated these washers very well. Make sure you didn't spill the oil like me, because here is gonna be our sealant. So I need to just grease now these surfaces for the sealant before actually installing everything, and I mean shafts, and before applying the sealant and installing the cup. This is the most responsible bit, installing shafts and cup, because we don't have the special tool which is compressing the cup to the cylinder head. I'm going to use the standard bolts, so this is very important because this thread is not enough strong because of the aluminum. What we're gonna do, if something basically go wrong, you can damage your thread. So I highly recommend to use the tool, but I don't have it in my workshop, sorry. So this is the biggest risk at the moment. See, I've already put this plastic cover for the timing belt, and that's because we got one VTI wheel already mounted on the shaft, and we're going to put the whole assembly in. And that's why, so we will need to put it straight into the plastic bit as well, otherwise we'll not be able to fit it after. Lubricate all of this places where the shaft will be installed with a little bit drop of oil. Okay, this is the proper position of the exhaust camshaft. See that two holes must be straight up. That ring has to look into the up as well, and sealant slightly. I need to move it with a screwdriver or something like this, a little bit closer to the ring. The position of the shaft is not correct right now in terms of the timing. I'm going to do it after, once I will cover it, right? So next we're gonna do is to install the intake, and this plastic one will be applied after on this shaft, after I will install the whole top cup. Okay, once again, this one should be two holes up, right? Ignore timing position right now. We need just to rotate them this way in order to do not resist to the springs, because otherwise it will be much more loader for the bolts thread. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to one more time just grease everything, this surface, before the sealant application, and pretty much we are ready to installing the cover. And the sealant I will be just using this way from the installing proper way. That one doesn't have a chance just because simply there is no key doesn't fit here, so I can't tighten it, right? Okay, we are about to start application of the sealant to the cup. Some people do that using the roller. That's not right, by the way. According to the service manual, it has to be just one little stripe, accurate as much as possible, right? And you don't have to align it with the finger and stuff. Once you squish it, it will squeeze properly, basically. This is what I'm going to do using this method. So we have only 5 minutes after the application of this. During 5 minutes we must install this, otherwise it's not gonna work. Okay, let's get started. I'm not going to record it just because for me it's more important to assemble it properly. Okay, this is what it looks on my engine. See, you don't have to distribute it, it will distribute itself. I mean the sealant. Very important thing I want to mention. There is a special order of tightening these bolts as well. The torque of them, by the way, each 17 Newton meters, 17. And the order I will show you now. So that's important. You have very limited time for this application after the sealant application. 5 minutes only you got. Otherwise, it will not be sealed properly. So, in terms of tightening, you can't tighten each bolt straight away to 17. You have to do it in the equal number of spins if you want. So 2 spins each, 2 spins this, 2 spins that, 2 spins that, 2 spins that, 2 spins that, etc. So basically it has to be equally tighten this cap to the cylinder head. Why that is important? Because the cap itself is quite fragile. You can damage it, you can bend it, you can bend, you can damage, it can crack. So basically I do recommend you to do like it's recommended into the service manual. Service manual say equally 2 spins each. Do it in the special order. This is what I've done. So I've done it without any special tool. It's sitting well, right? Sit properly. What else? As you can see, I've already installed that tool back because I want to align my VTI wheels as well. So this is the mark of the wheel. This is the mark of the top cover. Same here, mark of the wheel and mark of the top cover. So next time, if either I myself or somebody else, maybe I will decide to go to the service to replace my timing belt, these all marks will be aligned, right? So nobody will guess and struggle what the hell is going on with this car and what's the position of the crankshafts and stuff like that. Right, so what's left? We want to put these 2 cups in. Despite service user manual recommend you to replace it, and this is single time use like a bolts. I did remove mine very carefully last time, and I will try to use my old one because they are not in the bad condition. Additionally, I just wasn't able to buy them anywhere. So what next? It is all now tightening with the moment. This is tighten 90 Newton meters, 90. That's tighten as well. Next will be a time belt, basically. The only one thing I'm not happy with is how this tool is sitting on this place. It's actually maybe not too bad. Maybe I will not to realign it. The problem is, at the moment, if I remove this tool, this crank wants to spin to the free position, because at the moment some sort of valves is opened and it's pushing these the hard springs, the valves. Something is open, something is basically in that service position. It's at the moment both crankshaft and both camshafts, they are all at the moment in this service position. So basically maybe it's a good time to do the timing belt installation at this point. The only one thing I want to do is to put the bolts back to hold this plastic cover, right? Maybe remove some oil from here as well, but pretty much at the moment I think everything looks okay in our repair. It is already looking like an engine, right? Of course, it's too far to celebrate. So I also not sure. See, I can see some sort of kind of X past leakages here. Not sure if I still have that, or maybe the previous owners already sorted this problem. No idea. What I'm going to do, I'm going to still assemble it, ignore that trace of leakages for now. Assemble it, fill the liquids, do the pressure test. If pressure is remain to stay, assuming our system is hermetized. Right, don't forget to put this valve back. Close it down. Don't forget to plug the oil plug back as well. Yeah, it's quite often happened to me. I've finished everything, poured the oil, and all the oil is on the ground. So yeah, just don't forget that important little bit. And yeah, next step will be timing settings. Basically, it's set up now in the correct position. All we need to do is just to put the bolts in, fix the cover, and apply the time belt. That's it, as easy as it is. Don't forget to put this back sensor back. In that hole here. The sensor, we removed it just to avoid damage it when we refurbished the cylinder head. Now just put it back. I don't know what the torque is here, very minimum. Just by hand basically. Tight it by hand, but without crazy. Okay, after we install this plastic cover back, we need to install this bracket for this cam belt rolls. The torque for this two is the 17 Newton meters. 17. The torque for this bolt is 24 Newton meters. Okay, finally installed the timing belt. It wasn't easy. I'm still not sure if it's a proper installation. That's why I will not share it with you, because I'm not sure if I made it right. The reason behind that, the official instruction, there's no videos in the internet when you replacing not just the belt, but you're replacing the both things as well. So in my case, there was a cranks divided from the VTI unit, as well as basically there's no timing at all. Most of the videos in the internet shows once you have something properly installed initially. I can only trust the service manual. According to the service manual, I again did log. See, I've already put cover here. I did log a couple of, with a special tool, the shafts, and I did install these two shafts with a mark up, but they are themselves moving left and right. The official documentation say you have to turn, but I don't understand. Does it turn this right, VTI right, or does it turn right including the camshaft slightly? So what I did try, it's don't moving, they don't moving, so I am assuming they are installing properly. Today is too late, and tomorrow I will check if my pistons is not meeting to the valves. It should be spinned 2 times. If I will spin the engine 2 times, not just the crankshaft, the engine crankshaft should be spinned 2 times. That will be one one cycle of the engine, the whole, each piston. So first time it will be 2 pistons, second time it will be another 2 pistons. If after I'm spinning several times, mark will meet here, that means, and nothing will be stuck, that means the timing installed more or less properly, and we hope the engine will run, at least start initially. One thing I want to tell you is probably you have to make sure this is how it should be tensioner, how the tensioner should be tightened and tensioned. Right, the torque is 24 newton meters, this one 24 newton meters, this one 17 newton meters, this one, and 17 newton meters, this one. Right, okay, let's install old PCV. Just update the sealant in it. We don't have to, it's just nice to have. Old PCV is good, so I'm using the old one. The next will be camshaft sensors. Just need to disgrace them and use the sealants. This is the old ones. I'm afraid I don't have any new ones. So due to this reason, I'm gonna use my Volvo sealant here, this one, and I think that will work well. By the way, this tube is just enough for one repair. It's not very much amount of sealant here, by the way, and it costs around 60-70 pounds. I don't know if it matters, maybe they are the same, but just in case I marked them, what was the exhaust, what was the intake before removal, so now I know which one goes where. This is how it looks. See, it's all sealed. Don't apply too much to avoid blocking the oil channels. 10 newton meters of this fix. I think it's M8, 10 newton meters. Do the same with these two sensors as well. This is in, this is out. When I removed them, I did mark the position if it's in or out, because I'm not sure if they are the same or replaceable or not. If you know that, write it in the comments. You will help others. Put the spark plugs back. 22 newton meters I do. Okay, next will be turbocharger. Right, let's put turbo back. Everything is moving on. All good. I'm not especially installing any wires, wire looms yet, just because I'm afraid of accessing to something. So my plan is to install the turbo back, then probably supercharger, and then I will start applying the wires only, wires and the hoses here as well. And see that I didn't mount yet fan, just because I think I will have here more room, and let's see if I change my mind or not. For time being, sounds like a plan. I've already put back this bolt. Now we need to bolt at this pump as well. But I'm starting from the turbo first. Let's start from these two. They go. One goes here and one goes here. Okay, because I'm using the old bolts, I know how deep it was. So I decided to not go to the 20 newton meters. I decided to put them onto the size what it was. Now we need to append new seal. and we are ready to install the turbocharger. Put the new ring in, new sealant. Right, and I'm not sure about the bracket. Let me try to install it after. Okay, what I want to, I forgot to remove this plug, right? And I did not put this bracket. So, and also the bottom one is fell down. The bottom metal seal as well. What I've done now, I put these two nuts back, but I didn't tighten in them to allow this turbo moving, because I will need to moving it. It's very heavy. Well, it's not heavy, but it's heavy to do it in this position, if you know what I mean. So basically, I was just it holds by these two bolts, nuts, but it at the same time it's slightly can be moved without risk of fall down. That's pretty much. So let me try to now remove these plugs and put the sealant back. Let's see if I can do that. Okay, one step back. After installing, I realized I cannot fit this bracket back simply because this turbo sealant is misaligned. So basically, make sure we align it properly first before installing. Otherwise, you have to take it back. So hopefully it will help you out. This is the new ring, right? And it's not fitting well. See, I can't. It should. This socket should go inside the turbo. This socket of turbocharger should go inside the catalytic converter, and it does go inside, but not everywhere, because it's not coming here. You'll be very fighting and struggling to fit it back, and it doesn't. So make sure, guys, you have a couple of millimeters here before installing it back. Otherwise, forget about it. Okay, this is different sealant. As you can see, it nicely fitting, right? And this is, despite it looks brilliant, simply because it doesn't fit. I don't know why. It's from the same car, but this one fits, this one doesn't, right? Different sellers. Crazy. Right, trying to put it back again. Okay, as it was expected, with the new sealant, it's standing on the right place. I haven't tightened it yet. Same here. Just connect all pipes first, and without tightening. We will tighten it later, all in one go. Right, so that is oil intake. It's not tightened yet, and I'm doing the coolant next. This is for the oil return line, bolts like this. M6, I think, and don't forget to put a new sealant in. Set 10 Newton meters. Put the long extension. And just tighten it. One is done. And this is one more. Ten Newton meters, right? For these two. I got so inconvenient. Right, for these two guys, 10 Newton meters. Okay, now the coolant one, this one, will be this one will be 10 Newton meters as well. And this top one, the big boy, is 26 Newton meters. Okay, for this clamp, 24 Newton meters torque. Okay, now everything is tightening to torque. And one thing left is to apply these all bolts and nuts. There are two stages. First stage is at 10 Newton meters, second stage 20 Newton meters for each of them, and we're working from the center. You have to do it from center to the edges, right? We're always doing from center to the edges. Do not forget to use that thread lock. That will help you next time to undo these bolts with no issues. Once you've done 10 Newton meters of these bolts, then do 20 Newton meters. Okay, once we've done it, it's time to properly torque the catalytic converter in place as well, because this now is all assembled, all in one unit. So now we can do these two. Remember, we left these two nuts, one here, one from the other side, and this bolt here as well. We left it just because we wanted to shake it slightly in order to match the turbo to the converter. Now it's time to fit it properly and properly tightening it. After we've done all cat converter tightening and everything in turbo as well, time to put the new lambda in. 45 Newton meters. Forgot to tell, these two, this one and this one, both 25 Newton meters. Okay, our turbo is in place now. I've tightened everything, so basically it's time to install this plastic pipe and rubber pipe from here, and it's time to connect these two pipes together as well, and tightening these bolts as well. I think it's this big one is 25 Newton meters and this is 17 Newton meters. Okay, let's do it now. Okay, once we've done everything with pipes in hoses below, see, it's all connected now, and that connected as well. So once we've done with this, time to apply the heat shield for the turbo. Put the heat shield in place, apply that crazy bolt back. It will be 10 Newton meters, 10 Newton meters, 10 Newton meters. Okay, second piece of heat shield. See, there is a clip here and there is a socket here. So apply this clip into the socket, slide it down, and then bolted it with this nut, 10 Newton meters as well.